Hello, I am Jody Wolf, April 15, 2011, 27 minutes after midnight, Birmingham. Topic, it's happening now. Prophecies, dreams, visions, happening now. The earthquake in Japan caused 20 dormant volcanoes to come alive. This was foretold. Iranian regime wants the Mideast frenzy to continue because it's awakening the Mahdi or so-called Islamic Messiah. Florida judge, again as I stated, has indeed opened the door for Sharia law. Just watch it. It's bad news. Japan earthquake and tsunami could be the start of the end times. And I agree with this. I agree. It's just part of the problems that are about to come here. Some say that this is a warning that precedes the horrible times to come. God's trying to wake you up. He's trying to awaken us. Are you awake yet? And this is not funny, but you just need to open up and look at it, watch it, pay attention. Japan's rupture is 150 miles long and 50 miles wide. This is why dormant volcanoes woke up. Prepare for another earthquake much closer to home. Muslims are predicted are attacking. Muslims as predicted are attacking Christians in Egypt, businesses, their homes, and their bodies. And this is also prophesied. It's happening today. The United States economy will end because a third of all government checks go to welfare. 90% of those are illegal. Prepare for holy wars around the world and heavy and right here at home. Several countries will come against Israel, including Iran, and all but 1 in 6 of the armies will be left destroyed. 5 out of 6 parts of them will be destroyed. Libya, their days are numbered. They will cease to exist. Earth's magnetic points, the field is off, and it's off much larger than expected. The magnetic field shifted 40-something miles. Prominent rabbi says the unrest signals the Messiah. That's ours, not theirs. Jesus. Prepare to see strange signs in the sun. And prepare to see some of these to start this month. Some think the moon or supermoon will show signs of trouble here on Earth. Not on the moon, here on Earth. The United States will bankrupt in America's future. Here's what you can expect. Life savings gone overnight. Taxes will skyrocket. Your very life will be in danger by a population gone nuts, fighting, looting, pairing sides, internal war, severe food and water shortages, very little gasoline, and medical almost non-existent. Look for the U.S. government to start cutting people population by as much as 50% as in Hitler days. This won't happen. Retired people and people cheating the government, illegals, busybodies, and legally retired people will have their checks greatly reduced or stopped altogether. Social Security, welfare, Medicare, food stamps, or any other similar program will be ended. Look for all this to come to pass, starting soon. Your standard of living, gone. Remember my previous blog. I talked about the housing, state-run, small flats, 200 to 300 square feet, state-owned. It'll come. No more large homes, no more personal-owned property. The government will take it all. Okay, this is very key. America and America's timing of problems. Use Israel as your stopwatch. I'm sorry, use Israel as your start watch. I have had this in previous blogs. Look for Israel to strike oil, big oil. Then look for a peace, a temporary reprieve. However, America's troubles will have already begun. When you see Israel strike black gold, you will have but a short time of peace. But in the meanwhile, we here in America will be so weak, will be helpless to answer any nation's call for help. And you can thank Obama, Reid, and Pelosi for these things. They will believe they are okay during these times. However, they're wrong. Their hiding places will be uncovered by an earthquake. All their beings cannot help them. Not one person will be able to hide, as I stated in a previous blog. Al-Qaeda will smell blood and react like a shark as he smells blood. A hatred killing frenzy will assume, and they will not view any tongue as special. To the Al-Qaeda, everyone and everywhere is fair game. But I do want to tell you this, they will not last much longer. Trust me, they'll be one of the first ones to go. There'll be no more. Right now, Iran is the main problem. Their messiahs are supposed to rise from the ashes, but will not. Who will they get? Well, they'll get the Antichrist. And the Antichrist will consume them because they were pawns. They were used for his grand entry. And it just might be the reason for the demise of Al-Qaeda as well. That's in the pipe right now. Now the shocker. Iraq will be a head-to-head running with Israel for oil. Iraq has today $21 trillion of oil in the ground. And I believe Israel will strike black gold, and it will be much more than Iraq. Israel will become the richest nation on earth. But did you know Iraq hadn't been touched by it so far? They'll come through it untouched, unscathed. Also, did I tell you that Adam and Eve's homeland was Iraq, the Garden of Eden? Now, after the big three I mentioned in previous blogs comes against Russia or against Israel, Russia, Iran, Turkey, they'll be good friends, group together, go against Israel and be destroyed. America South, watch them. Chavez country, Mexico, Brazil, watch them. Keep one eye open. Chavez will collapse. Mexico's citizens will come up against the drug cartels. Thank goodness. The authorities, have found the fourth shallow grave 50 miles south of Brownsville. And I said this 1 year ago. And it has come to pass in the past week. Hundreds found in shallow graves. I will tell you in a near future blog on how to make it through these times. It is coming. It's going to be here. And I'll tell you what you need to do to make it through it. And you'll come out smelling like a rose. Jody Wolf, EXPOZ.